Hey, what's good? I'm professional skill trainer, Coach Colin Castello with Shotmechanics Basketball. Today, I'm gonna give you 3 rare crossover moves that are gonna help you break ankles in actual gameplay. All right, listen, I totally get it. Every player wants to break ankles. But what I wanted to do today is give you 3 moves that maybe you haven't seen before or haven't thought about that generally get really, really good results. But before we jump into it, go ahead and click the top link in the description down below and get free instant access to my Insta Buckets workout. This is a workout I put together specifically for you, 100% free, to help you increase your scoring average and your points per game the very first time you try it. So go ahead and click the link in the description down below because you're getting game-ready reps with that workout that you're not gonna wanna miss. All right, so the very first move is the behind the back Shamgod. Now the Shamgod is basically like a misdirection dribble, right? We all kind of have probably seen the original one, right? Where you're throwing it out and then snatching it back with your opposite hand, right? Or rolling it out and snatching it back. But the behind the back Shamgod is the same thing. Most of the time it works best in transition, but we're starting with a full behind the back wrap going into it. So it looks something kind of like this. As you're coming up, you're gonna throw the ball behind your back and you're gonna try to get the ball to come back to the same side of your body. So if I'm throwing it with my inside hand or my right hand here, I wanna try to get the ball to come back towards the middle of the right? If I do this dribble and it goes to the outside, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna be a setup, right? So the behind the back is just a setup into the Shamgod move, moving downhill. So step number 1, get speed moving downhill. Step number 2, wrap that behind the back so it pops up on the same side. Now step number 3 is where we're gonna sell our shoulders and our eyes and we're gonna snatch it back with that Shamgod going the opposite direction. So as you come up, you're gonna wrap it, you're gonna snatch it with your opposite hand, you're gonna let it float, and then you're gonna whip it back the other direction. So the whole idea here is we've got the defender, they're scooting back on defense. Maybe they're backpedaling, moving like this. As soon as you throw that behind the back, they're gonna start leaning with it and you snatch it back, go over their top foot as you get him leaning. So this one is super nasty. The only key is you wanna make sure that A, it's probably in a transition situation where the defender's backpedaling, right? And B, you wanna make sure that you don't do it against a really, really fast defender. If you've got a super quick defender with long arms and you throw this behind the back towards them, they're probably gonna reach out and just go get it, right? So you wanna do it on somebody who's maybe a little slower or somebody who's giving you enough space. If you can do that, it's absolutely sick and it'll get the crowd oohing and on every time. All right, so next one, we've got the cut cross. So it's basically a cut dribble or a yo-yo dribble into a stab crossover. So it looks a little bit something like this. As I'm coming up, again, this one's gonna be in a little bit more transition where we're getting our movement coming forward. You're gonna come and you're gonna take your hand from the top of the ball, spin it down to the bottom and throw it into the ground in between your legs. So as I come through, I'm gonna throw it and I'm gonna have it bounce into the ground and hopefully have it yo-yo back up to my same hand. The key here is to really kind of sell this cut dribble right out of the gate, stab that opposite foot. So as I come and I cut it, I'm gonna stab my left foot because I'm throwing it with my right hand just like that, right? So that's key number 1. We're gonna set up the cut dribble. From here, we're gonna stab to the inside and then whip a crossover back to the outside. So as I come, I'm gonna hit it and then I'm gonna step, throw my shoulder, throw my eyes, and I'm gonna lean the ball out and then whip the ball opposite on the cross. So you can think about the cut dribbles to set up your defender just for a second, and then as you stab, they're gonna turn to run with you because you got them leaning the first time and then it's game over on the second crossover. So the whole key here is a little bit of tempo, right? You don't have to do the whole thing super fast. As you come up, you can hit this and then really sell this middle one, have a little bit of tempo, get them sliding center, and if you can do that, it's gonna be absolutely sick going into it. All right, so next up, we've got the cross step crossover. Now this is a super sick combination, and if you can throw it together, you're gonna get the defender to lean in pretty much every single time you use it. So it starts like this. You're gonna start with the ball in your outside hand. As you're dribbling up to the 3-point line, you're gonna cross step with your inside foot, planning this direction so your inside shoulder is now facing the basket, right? So you're kind of protecting it against the defender. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna cross step and touch. From here, I'm gonna pocket the dribble and I'm gonna shift my feet just like that. I'm gonna show you it again. I'm gonna touch and then shift. From here, I'm gonna throw my eyes downhill, I'm gonna throw my shoulders, and then I'm gonna yank it back across the opposite direction. So the whole idea here is we're stepping the defender off with a cross step, and then as I open and do this, they're gonna go to run, and that's when I got the crossover going opposite. From here, you can read the defense. You can go into a step back jumper, you can go to a layup going towards the middle. Whatever lane they give you is the one you wanna take. The whole key here is tempo. We don't wanna move too fast. We don't wanna do it too quick. As I hit this one, I wanna really get them to sell that before I whip it opposite, right? If you can do that, it's it's gonna be really tough to stop. All right, don't forget, if you wanna take your game to the next level and score more points, all you gotta do is click the top link in the description down below, get free access to my Insta Bucket scoring workout right now. And if you're new to Shotmechanics, hit that subscribe button, ding the bell notification, and then head to the comment section down below and let me know what sort of video you wanna see next. We run pretty much everything off a request, so if you leave it down below, hopefully we'll be able to get to it. And for all you guys coming back, I really appreciate it. Hit that like button, keep supporting, because I love you guys over the Splash Army. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castello with Shotmechanics Basketball. Thanks for watching, and until next time, splash on.